Italy, Luigi Martellotti. From China, Min Qiao. And from Spain, Guillermo Vallejo. And our first lineup, Gladkov and Koyo, our referee Miklos Kosa, and our video referee Min Qiao. What do you make of this?
Well, it's been a day of watching the top seeds fall away here in the men's sabre tournament, and the highest seed left in this tournament is Collot, the Frenchman, Charles Collot, and I think it's hard to say who's going to be a favourite for the tournament, but he's certainly the highest seed left in it. Gladkov has had a stunning day, really fenced very, very well, so it's about whether he can keep that momentum going. The other semi-final is equally poised with the world number 8 in Kostenko going up against Fitzgerald. And I think that perhaps the two high seeds may be the ones we see in the final later on, and then it's all about who's on form at that time. But it is now time to fasten your seatbelts.
And our first semi-final, men's sabre underway. So, Koyo on our first yellow card. But Koyo with the parry and riposte.
Gladkov hasn't made it to the races just yet.
Gladkov finds the start button. Gladkov fashioning a little bit of a run here.
Well, you saw on the replay there how Collot just slowed up on his approach. Lovely bit of avoidance there by the French fencer. runs away from the Russians' attack, picks up the right of way and lands his own. And it's a fast start from Kolo. Gladkov only got back into it after being 4-0 down.
Well, obviously, Koyo needs to keep the pressure on and the pace up, but how does Gladkov respond?
Well, Gladkov just needs to show a bit of variety. I mean, I don't know whether it was a little bit of bunny in headlights, a slight bit of nerves at the beginning, but he certainly showed some form once he got over those. But I think it's the lead from the world number 6, Charles Kolo, that might be telling already.
Well, Jean-Marc Guenet will bring, Miklos Kosa will bring fences back to the line for our second period. First semifinal match, junior men's saber. Well, Gladkov starts the second emphatically.
Like I said, good start from Gladkov. Staying very, very calm.
No separation there.
Well, Kolo trying to find the blade there, but the Russian has come out and shown that variety we're talking about. Also using a good deal of the piece, a lot more than in the first period.
Well, Koyo able to come unstuck here. His first point since the break. Karam's just gone over to ask the Polish coach and the referee from the women's foil semifinal to carry on their discussion not over our shoulder. I believe the wind has gone out of Charles Koyo's sails here.
Well, I don't want to disagree with you, David, but actually I think it's more that Gladkov has come to the races and is displaying just a better tactical approach to the fight, using the distance on the piece a lot more and also varying what he's doing. So he's drawing Kolo in for an attack and then stepping out of the way and landing after picking up the right of way. Then he's following that up with an attack of his own. He's mixing things up. Early start for the Russian, though, earns him a yellow card. Both of them on cards now.
Both on. Both join the club.
Pause there from the Russian. Can't afford to make any errors like that again. But it's Kolo who's woken up again.
The hometown crowd obviously delighted.
Was it parried? It was, and Collot does take it.
Charles Collot of France advances to the gold medal match. And Andrei Gladkov of Russia will take home the bronze medal.
I think he can be pretty pleased about that. World number 36, Gladkov. He's had a cracking day, but it's always disappointing to lose in the semi-final, of course.
Well, indeed. There were 149 starters in this competition earlier today, so there's probably 145 other men's sabreurs who would gladly trade places with him. We've got another semifinal coming up in just, I imagine, a matter of seconds. As they come out for our second semifinal tomorrow, we will be having men's épée and women's saber. Kunihiko Fitzgerald of Japan. He was in the quarterfinals last year. And Anatoly Kostenko. What do you make of this?
Well, I'd say it's a similar situation to the previous semi-final. You've got a high-ranked fencer in Kostenko, and whilst Fitzgerald's not a low-ranked fencer, he is 29th in the world, and Kostenko is world number 8. So we've seen one Russian go out. Can the higher-seeded Russian make it through?
Referees Guillermo Vallejo.
Well, a promising start from the Japanese fencer, but Kostenko looks the real deal, and it looks like he's found the rhythm of the fight.
Mask clip has gone flying.
Both prepare at the same time there. Well, the referee has to he has to stop the fight there, and Fitzgerald asked him to see whether Kostenko started early. Now, usually, if the fencer hasn't started early, it's a yellow card for the accuser, but clearly the referee feeling a little generous tonight. Right of way established by the Russian. So despite two lights coming up, it's his right of way, so he gets the hit. Oh, nice parry riposte there from the Japanese fencer. And just like that, Fitzgerald takes us to the break.
Well, interesting turn of events there. Kunihiko Fitzgerald of Japan with a 2-point lead as we go into the break. And as we noted, Kunihiko Fitzgerald was in the quarterfinals last year and obviously a fencer of some talent. But what does Kostenko need to do to assert himself here?
Well, to be honest with you, I think they both need to do approximately the same thing. Fitzgerald is ahead and has sort of stolen that mini lead at the break, but the whole fight is happening right in the middle of the piste, and neither of the fencers are using any of the 14-meter piste. I think whoever decides to start opening up the fight a little bit will start to create more opportunities for themselves. So it'll be interesting to see what the coaches have to say, because I bet you both coaches are saying the same thing. Use more of the piste. Come on. You're using 5 meters in the middle.
There's no separation there.
Again, it's a bit too predictable. Kostenko is just launching attack after attack in the middle, and Fitzgerald knows what's coming. Well, clearly the tactics from the coaches are to stay in the middle. Clearly they're both afraid of each other's attacks.
Well, but if Kostenko has got a repetitive and easily identifiable attack, and he keeps doing it over and over again, and Fitzgerald is easily able to pick him off, and Kostenko's got to do something else.
Nice attack.
Because he's getting farther and farther behind.
Yeah, the problem is, though, and another video appeal, the problem is, though, that every time Kostenko chooses not to attack, Fitzgerald's all over him. So I think it just needs to be built a little bit more carefully. And at the moment, it looks like we're going to see two Russians standing on the bronze medal step of the podium, and there's a great deal of fury being vented by the Russian at the moment.
Well, Kunihiko Fitzgerald is all over this.
Right, this is a bit different from Kostenko. He allows Fitzgerald to come on the attack, and then he pushes Fitzgerald over the back line there.
Point given up there as He goes off the end of the piste.
Now we're seeing the variety from the Russian. This time, a slow step forward, has a look at what his opponent's doing. No attack from the Japanese fencer, so Kostenko goes to land his own. Those two are together. What do we see now from the Russian? Another simultaneous attack. Hit by hit, the Russian's getting himself back into this. A pause from Fitzgerald, attack lands from the Russian.
Okay, card comes out for Fitzgerald.
Attempted attack failed from Fitzgerald. I don't believe it was parried. I think it probably went too low to register, went below the target area. And now Kostenko is a level with Fitzgerald, and the momentum is very much with him. He's changed his tactics. He's now using more variety. He's using more of the piste, and he's given himself those opportunities that I mentioned earlier on.
And he's out of the blocks really, really fast.
Sometimes you can look a bit daft like that if you're looking for a, well, what is effectively a second intention parry or a post. Kostenko on a flying lunge. He's one away from gold, or fencing for gold, I should say. Oh, he's going to he's going to go through.
Oh, no.
On a red card. I mean, look, he deserved the win with the change in tactics. But no one likes to see a fencer lose a fight on a card. But he did start early and he knew straight away. But great change of tactics from Kostenko. Definitely the worthy winner.
Well, it was about to end with a bang. It ended with a whimper as Anatoly Kostenko advances to the gold medal match on a red card as Kunihiko Fitzgerald stepped early. 15-13 the score, and our gold medal match is set. It will be Charles Koyo facing Anatoly Kostenko, and Fitzgerald and Gladkov take home the bronze medals. But we've got a new junior world champion.